What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So, today we're going to be talking about Slate again. Now, the last time I mentioned Slate on my channel was it was one of my first videos that I made. Um, so just to give you a recap, and the video is going to also give a recap too for what I said when I was on the manufacturer website. Um, so Slate is supposed to release. Well, I think they said something about so basically it's a 2027 model. I think it's supposed to release sometime late this year. They said Q4 of 2026. So I guess it's going to release between maybe September and December of this year. But it's a 2026 model. It's a new truck, all EV. Yeah. So like I said, it's a new truck. The range on the vehicle is about, I think they said like 290 for the range. Um, Me personally, I feel like that range is a little bit too low. Because there's other EVs that has well, they have a bigger battery, but there's other EVs that give you more range. When you're driving like 300 something, or sometimes even 400. I don't know the highest, but I know that there's some EV models that give you more range than Slate. But I get it. Slate is on the cheaper end. The starting MSRP is $25,000. So I get it. It's a bare bones truck also, but they're gonna cover it. I just want to talk about it a little bit more. So let's get to it.
We're here at Slate Auto's new design center in Los Angeles, and the company's having a coming out party this week where it's releasing its $24,000, $950 starting price. And with that, it's also allowing reservation holders to actually be able to place their orders.
We really want to offer all these reservation holders and many more that are hearing about Slate for the first time to be able to place pre-orders. And then pre-orders are just the beginning of this fun process playing out.
These orders are expected to start shipping in the fourth quarter, and then Slate is planning to scale up from that.
Our full year capacity down in Warsaw, Indiana is about 150,000 units. Our break even, rough order of magnitude is 80-ish thousand units.
This company kind of came out a year ago, and it has heavy backing from many Amazon executives, including Jeff Bezos and former executives, as well as the major owner of the LA Dodgers. And the whole business plan for this vehicle is it to be a bare bones vehicle, the most minimalistic vehicle I can imagine in decades, actually. And that includes the crank down window and crank up, as well as a very small,
So I just want to pause it for a minute. I don't know how many people remember the crank. Cranking your windows. That's how it used to be. You used to it used to be like a lever, and you gotta spin it to go up, and then reverse it, and it goes down. That's just for the younger people out there. But anyway, um, so yeah, it's a bare bones truck. No, so basically this truck is customizable. You put in the car what you want to put into it, basically, right? So if you want, like, and I know this is just starting. So I know as time moves on, you can build on to it. So think of it like this, y'all. Anybody that's a gun enthusiast owns a owns an AR, right? It's the same thing like that. You have an AR. If you may buy an AR for like $600, right? It's bare bones. You may want to upgrade. You may want to upgrade the M-lock rail, upgrade the trigger, add a light on there, add a scope on there. Maybe you want to change the I forgot what the other thing called, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's basically like that. So, and people wanted to when people buy cars, they want it companies like Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Honda, people want to put into they like. I mean, and I know Ford got customizations, but it's still kind of expensive, right? Some people may not want the tech in the car with the screens and stuff like that. Some people just want a bare bones minimum truck, right? They just want to have a truck that just do the job because at the end of the day, cars are tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even the enthusiasts would say that certain cars are tools for a job. Like commuting back and forth to work, you need something that's reliable for to get there. You need something that you can go haul a bike or haul a trailer, or go to Home Depot and Lowe's and get some stuff and put it on the back of the truck and drive off. But people want simple, either simple technology, or some people don't want technology. They probably just want a radio in the car that just play the radio in the area or something like that. Um, A lot of people don't want, like I said, it's the blind spot warning and collision warning and all this other stuff. So some people don't want that stuff. Is what I'm trying to say.
Limited driver information screen. You can take your iPhone in there and put it right in the phone holder. You can do an iPad, and you can even connect it to the speakers that are also optional in the vehicle, or you can have it just playing on your phone. So it's a very different type of vehicle than we're used to seeing nowadays.
We're actually going to make money on every car we sell because we've really sweated the details on how to architect the car and truck differently than others have. We've sweated the details on how to, make the manufacturing process much simpler and much more efficient.
Once you do the wrap, the SUV kit, the wheels, you can get something like this for, let's say, low 30s. Everything is meant for someone to be able to kind of style and do yourself. You've got a plastic composite on the exterior, which is lighter weight. It's not as durable as metal or aluminum, which a lot of vehicles are.
And this is the part that kind of gets me a little bit because they said that the exterior is plastic. Now, I don't know if he's talking about it's all plastic or just certain parts are plastic. Now, I know it's not cheap plastic, obviously, but the way how I know how cars are, because now we got like thin sheet metal and stuff like that, and cars scratch easily. They can get busted up easily. You can just tap something and just your car is like it's just noticeable. But I don't know. I can't really say too much until the car come out. So, but I'm just cars already have thin sheet metal, and if the exterior is plastic, it's like I don't know how to think on that.
But it's meant to be able to, you can actually take these off if you'd like and replace them very easily.
We have a different cost structure and a different business model than other automakers have. The fact that people will have a chance to customize their vehicle, but that's not a one-time opportunity. It isn't just they have to make the final decision about what their truck looks like at purchase. They can change the wrap every quarter. They can add new accessories for years to come. There's never been a business model like this before in automotive. And because it's so customer driven, customer choice, and because it allows us to make money in multiple ways on the truck, on accessories, on wraps, and all the other traditional ways, I think those two pieces together give us a really great chance to be successful. There's no truck out there that can start as an SUV and go to a pickup, or start as a pickup and go to an SUV.
Behind me is a version of the SUV, which actually has capacity for 5 passengers. As you can see, it has a rear seat, just like any other vehicle would have with 5 passengers. But one of the things that might be challenging for the company in general is that it is 2 doors. However, this vehicle, you actually have to do it on the passenger side. The 2-door market in general has literally diminished in sales quite a bit. And 4-door variant isn't out of the realm of possibility. They said not yet, and that they are launching with this vehicle. But having a 4-door variant would open it up to a lot more buyers and a lot more accessibility for people trying to get in and out of the vehicle.
Our goal, it's an ambitious goal, would be that we are free cash flow and EBITDA positive before the end of 2027. If we're able to pull that off, no other automotive company's been able to do that before. So it's ambitious. It's going to take a lot of work. We're really excited about the balance sheet we have, the investors we have. We feel like we're in a great position. I think we're going to constantly take a look at what our options are. Certainly going public will be one. I think 2027, is probably too soon in my book. I think we'll want to really make sure that we're launching and scaling the business well. But yeah, beyond that, I think we'll have a number of options, and going public is definitely one of them.
So yeah, that was just a quick little video. I said this before. Um, I hope, I really hope Slate do well, because I want other companies to wake up. Remember what I said about in my other video? I think it was I think it was a few weeks ago. I said that BYD, the Chinese manufacturer company, I want the box to be shaken, because as of right now, cars are made for the wealthy, right? And it's nothing against wealthy people. I know people talk crap about wealthy people all the time, but it's nothing against the wealthy people, right? It's the fact that cars are being built mostly for the wealthy, and then for people that not I'm not, I mean, I ain't going to say poor, but for people that's on the average income, right? They make a good amount of money, from 50,000 to, let's say, 100K a year, right? Nobody want to go to a dealership, and they may want an SUV for their family, right? But no SUV on the market is less than $40,000. Every SUV is like 50, 60 and up, right? Then you feel like, or because you want a new SUV, like let's say you just want a new SUV. Now when you try to put a loan on it, obviously you're gonna put some money down, obviously, but then they may say, oh, you can we gonna give you a 84 month, 96 month, or maybe even 100 something month, right? Long term, and then your payments could be 600, 700, 800, 900, $1,000 a month. So that's just not ideal for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people are gonna go for used, but you know what happens when whatever's in I kind of hate this personally, but whatever is in demand, then they've raised up the prices. So if everybody want to go for the blue car and not for the red car, then the red car going to lower its value, because they want the red car to get cheaper so people can go for that one. And the blue car is gonna go like this, and it's gonna go up its value because everybody want the blue car. So they just be like, oh, whatever's the hottest on the market, we just gonna add more money to it. And whatever is not selling on the market, we gonna put a discount on it. That's just how it is, y'all. It shouldn't be like that, because I think it's stupid, but it just it's like riding a wave. If everybody's up here on this wave, then it's gonna be higher. But if the wave crashes, then that part is gonna get lower. But yeah, I hope Slate do well. Um, because like I said, I want that box to be shaken. Because if they do well, like I said, other companies is gonna look, and they're gonna try to rebuild their strategy, their market strategy, and they're gonna try to come up with something. They're gonna try to come up with something to compete, because we we need new companies so these OG companies can compete, right? Besides being all stuck up on their high horses, like, well, we ain't gonna make this, we ain't gonna do this, we gonna keep the price the way it is because people gonna buy it anyway. No, we don't want that. How about this? Y'all gonna make your money regardless if y'all lower the prices, and then once y'all see those sales climb up, y'all still gonna make money anyway. Y'all making money regardless, but y'all just want to get greedy. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching the video. And remember, y'all, stay driven.